Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's already the 5th day of the yoga challenge. I'm again so excited to be doing this. I'm personally enjoying my practice a lot, just practicing consistently, doing this for myself and for you guys. So I hope that you're learning, I hope that you're enjoying your practice. I hope that you're gonna keep practicing as well. I hope that this is gonna give you some tools, this is gonna give you some motivation to keep practicing. Yoga can be as complicated and as challenging as you want it to be, but it can also be as simple and accessible as possible for any beginners with absolutely no fitness practice or experience. So today is just gonna be another simple, easy, accessible flow. No particular theme. Again, we're gonna move a little bit with the breath, a little bit sun salutations, cats and cows. Then we're gonna move into a little bit more static postures towards the end. So it's again gonna be a little bit of a Hatha-VINYASA kind of feeling. And if you don't know what Hatha-VINYASA means, just stay tuned until the end and I'll explain all of it. But for now, let's get started with the practice. So as the other day, we're gonna start in a child's pose. Again, just relaxing the hips down, head down. Arriving mentally, of course physically as well, on your mat, at your practice. This is your time. The following maybe 10 minutes are all yours. Let's move up into a tabletop and get started with the cats and cows. So take a deep breath in, arching your back, looking up, widening through the sitting bones. Exhale, rounding in. Press the floor away from you. Inhale, looking up, pull your shoulders back, pull your chest forward through the gate of the arms. Exhale, rounding in, moving the head closer to the pelvis. As you inhale, arch the back, look way up, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, rounding in. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale to back bend. Exhale to round. Neutral spine and tabletop, and again sinking the hips down, head down, child's pose. Again, trying to see maybe what the differences are in the body, maybe how the breath has changed. Maybe your hips feel a little bit looser, maybe your spine does as well. So just relax here. Slowly making our way forward to the front of the mat for some sun salutations. Hands, palms together in front of the chest. Take a deep breath in, stretch your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Stepping your right leg back, keep your hands down, looking up. Exhale, left leg back, plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor, sliding forward, cobra. Downward facing dog, holding here. Thinking about your alignment. The legs are not so important. The most important is for you to spread the fingers, press through the base of the fingers. Elbows are locked, spine is long, chest comes closer to the knees. Bend your knees, look forward, just the right leg stepping forward. Keep your hands down, look up. Exhale, left foot forward, folding. Inhale, coming all the way up, stretch up. Hands, palms in front of the chest. Other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down. Left leg steps back, looking up. Right leg back as well. Bringing the knees, arch to the back, chest and chin to the floor, sliding forward, cobra. Strong legs. Exhale, down dog. And holding here. Tapping into that resting pose energy. So although you're moving fast, you're moving with the breath. Try to slow down here. It's a very grounding posture. Bend your knees, look forward. Left leg steps forward. Drop the right knee, look up. Stepping the right foot forward as well, and relax. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands palms together in front of your chest. Now we're going to move into more static postures. Just step your left leg back, up on the toes of the left foot. Make sure your left leg is strong. Keeping your hands down on the floor. So this is going to be like an equestrian pose, but just instead of the knee down, the knee is up. If it's easier for you, you can move your hands to the inside of your right foot like I did here, instead of having your right foot in the center. So these are just options you can take to make your practice more accessible to you and your body. So press your feet down into the floor, stabilize your body, belly in, as you come all the way up with the arms. Again, you can stretch your arms up and maybe add a little back bend, but the balance is going to be a little bit trickier in this one. And now to come up, back to the high lunge. Open your arms, bring your left arm forward, your right arm back. So it's going to be like an open twist position. Looking over to the right. Bringing your arms back up, just to bring them back down, but this time behind your back. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your arms together. Try to get the elbows locked. Maybe again you can add a little back bend, looking up. And change, this time the left leg is forward, right leg back, same little flow. So hands down, like an equestrian pose, you gotta think about lengthening the spine forward. You can bring the hands on the inside, or just keep the leg in the center, up to you. You should feel a nice stretch on the front of the right hip. Coming up with the hands, arms up. You can bring the hands palms together. Stretch your arms up, and you can also add a back bend. Or if you're good where you are, just stay there, stretching up. Coming back up, open arm twist. This time the right arm goes forward, left arm back, and you're twisting over to the left. Belly a little bit in. Arms up briefly, bring them behind your back. Squeeze your elbows. You should feel a nice shoulder stretch. Try to pull your arms down, open your chest, looking up. So your thighs should probably be burning about now, so let's just relax. You can shake your thighs out, anything that feels good. Now we're going to be moving into the seated winding down postures. We're going to start with the right leg forward, left leg is stretched back. The right leg is going to be kind of bent. Easier is to bring the right foot closer to the left hip. Harder is going to be to bring the right shin parallel to the front of the mat. Flex your right foot, and as much as you can, fold forward. Maybe you come down on the elbows, maybe you bring the forehead down, but just relax here for a minute. So this might feel pretty intense. One thing that helps is to think about directing your breath into the right hip. So just think about breathing in the right hip as if you have lungs there. It's just going to help you relax a little bit. Try to surrender to the feeling. It should feel pretty intense, but just hold it there. If your knee is hurting, however, just back off by bringing the foot closer to the hip and don't forget to flex the foot. And coming up, let's change, bring the right leg back, the left foot forward. So again, either close to the hip or just move the foot forward so that the shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Now you can bring the elbows down or even bring your head down. Breathe into that left hip. And now let's come up. The last posture is gonna be on your back. It's called Happy Baby. It's a very beautiful posture to end the practice. You're gonna bring your legs up and just hold the outsides of your feet, but from the inside. So sort of that your elbows are on the inside of the knees, but you're grabbing just the little pinky toe side of your feet. Now you can either keep a more passive approach, so let your spine round, you can rock side to side, or pull on your feet to try to lengthen the spine and bring the tailbone down on the floor. So this is gonna feel a little bit more intense in the hips. This is also a hip opening posture. And even if you're taking the active approach, you can rock side to side. It's like a nice back massage. And just let it go, relax into Shavasana. So I promised you guys some yoga wisdom at the beginning of this lesson. We're going to talk a little bit about the term Hatha-VINYASA, because I said this class was going to be a Hatha-VINYASA class. So Hatha really means the sun and the moon in Sanskrit. But really what Hatha actually wants to say in the yoga world is more static postures. So typically Hatha postures are just postures that you're going to hold for a little bit longer, for a few breaths, and you keep working with them, keep working a little bit more with alignment. Vinyasa is a little bit faster paced. So it's, inhale, open your arms, exhale, move, inhale, do that. So Vinyasa is really moving with the breath. Then what is Hatha-VINYASA? Just a combination. So typically some classes will have an element of vinyasa in the beginning, a little bit quicker to get you warmed up and move with the breath, some sun salutations, some little flows. And then at the end, you kind of start to slow down the practice, do a little bit more of the static postures. So Hatha-VINYASA is just a nice combination, a nice balance between the two. And I just again want to give you my deepest thanks for watching my videos, for supporting my channel. And good luck with the rest of the challenge. Namaste.